All right. First, we look at the home situation. Or work. I'm sorry, this is work. This position is work. This is home. Work position. Four of Wands. You know, I'm going to say, in some ways, I feel like maybe you have put up with a really difficult kind of work situation. And you're looking to change that. Maybe you're looking to change your destiny. The Four of Wands always talks about the home. So, this may be talking to you if you're looking to attract some business through your home in one way or another, or maybe you're doing that now. I think if you're doing that now, it's possible that other business opportunities may not have worked out so well, and now you're looking to change your destiny. Now there's a hand to reach out to, someone who may have advice, or someone who may be able to get you through the dark times with this, whatever you're looking to change in your life. Work-wise, if you're thinking about starting a business from home, it's pretty much because what you've been doing has been of a just sort of maybe deeply competitive. I think sometimes the field you were in felt brutal, hard on your body, difficult. So maybe your job was incredibly physical and demanding on you, but now you're looking to change that up for whoever this is talking to, for someone. You're reaching out for help maybe this week, where an endeavor is going to take your business world, your career path, possibly into your home. Those are changes I really feel positive. It may be something you've thought about doing for a really elongated period of time, a lot of introspection, a lot of investigation, a lot of research, but now it feels like you're getting comfortable with that idea. And I'm hearing the words, you want to get out of the rat race, which, that there's a lot of people feeling the competitive edge in their business, and wanting to switch their work environment. And for someone, it moves you into a better environment. Number one, if you take another job, this could be moving to another environment as far as work goes, maybe getting a transfer to another office. But it feels like the hard times are kind of being left behind you. Either a switch in office location for someone, or the thought is there to move your business home. Now, in the home position, the Ten of Cups and the Three of Swords. Why? Okay, for some of you, there is a heartbreak within your home. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's connected to. It feels like a journey that maybe your family has been on for a while, but it feels like there's a kind of end of the road here with this connection. For someone, I think maybe there had been an illness, and someone may be going through some difficulties with an illness. I can see some heart issues maybe, and I usually don't do this, but that's the message that's coming. Now I'm going to say it. This can also be a betrayal. It doesn't have to be someone's physical pain. This can be an open betrayal. It in your case, if you understand what I'm trying to say here, you may be finding out that a spouse has been dishonest, disloyal, that a partner has offended your relationship in one way or another. It could be you who is rocking the boat in your family situation. But for however you read it here, there's a disappointment there. And whatever this family connection is here. Now, for some of you, again, that destiny card tells me this was going to happen. This was meant to happen. It was part of the family journey. Whatever this heartbreak was, it was part of the journey that you are undertaking right now. Your role in the situation, the Seven of Swords, that's the betrayal card, and the Ten of Pentacles, the next part of the family connection. So this may have something to do with money, finances. Is there a fight over someone's estate? The Seven of Swords, yes, that is taking up what it is that you have left after some sort of a fight or a betrayal going on within the family. This is kind of gathering up whatever is left and continuing on. So maybe that's what is going on here, but that family money connection is here. And so if you're understanding this message, whatever the deception is here is directly connected to the family contract, the family investments, the family inheritances and wills. And it's a very kind of official. You know, it's not, gee, mom just died, what she got left in her wallet. This is really somebody trying to interfere in a contractual process and come out with whatever they can acquire. You may be defending your family contract, or you could be the one delivering an offense to the family contract. It's possible here. But there's an offense going on here. It's connected definitely to whatever your family situation is. If you're still resonating with this, I would have to say your role might be defending against a theft, or it's always possible that you could be the one instigating it. And I hate that about Aries, but it's always possible. Now, it's possible that this could be going on in anyone's life. Sometimes we're forced to do what we're forced to do to benefit ourselves. This, I can say maybe there's some legal right here that's being interrupted. And that's why there's a battle around this contractual thing, whatever this is, whether it's money, whether it's home, whether it's a moral contract, which it can be with the Seven of Swords, but it goes after the material. And that is my biggest concern with this, is there's a real focus on the material, because if you see this thief, he's looking directly at the money. He's looking directly at this situation. So some of you may have a thief in your surrounding. They may be going for your mother's will or your father's savings account. There is a family connection, and it is directly connected to a theft. What I want to know here is, Aries being perpetrated on, or are they the perpetrator? Either one of these things is possible here. I almost have to wonder if reaching out is on a level of greed here. The environment. the Tower, and the Hangman. I'm going to say there was an ending here. I would have to also say that it could have been someone's passing. It could have been sudden. It could have been that surprise that completely throws your life off balance. And with the Hangman, we know about the sacrifice that the Hangman makes. We know about the patience that comes with the Hangman. So we could be talking about patience in a situation. Maybe we're needing an element of patience during this upsetting process, whatever this is resonating to in your life. If you've gone through a very rough ending in your environment recently, or even currently, this is very possible that you could be watching out for an ending. Again, I don't do predictive things publicly like this around death, around endings, around waiting for endings to come. But I'm going to say, for whoever this situation is, if you're waiting for an elderly relative's passing, whatever the ending is here, it feels like it's been a long period coming. This has been anticipated. Even though the ending is hard and it's rough, it's an ending that really has been anticipated on some level. I almost feel this is a sick family member or a bad living situation. But however this plays out, there's some deceit, some theft, and a pretty rough ending with whatever the story really is for Aries here. Now, we want to take a look at the next step for Aries. The Sun and the King of Wands. So the King of Wands, here you are, Aries in your own element, taking control of the situation in order to bring the balance back to the home situation. So now I'm going to say that the next step for you is to try to bring the happy back, to try to end the cycle of misery and negativity, to bring the happy back. The happy here is incredibly important right now. The cycle of joy, of accomplishment, of freedom and free will has to come back here. That's the next step that's being asked here. So whatever you need to do to achieve the passion, the desire that is natural in you, and also bring that satisfactory joy back into your life is really the next step here. Joy, happiness, relief, and release. Now, what is your vision of what's coming? The Devil and the Eight of Cups. So, there's a situation here you may be dealing in a negative way. And even if it's a Capricorn, because we got the Devil here and we know that the Devil is always going to start, we have to just put the Capricorn disclaimer on this card because it never brings a positive energy. I would like to refocus the Capricorn energy myself. I don't like the Devil being directly connected to my Capricorn friends. I am one myself. I kind of resist the energy because I am absolutely the opposite of everything that the Devil brings. Well, maybe not everything. I do have my obsessions, but they're not unhealthy obsessions. Other than that, what we got to talk about here is what the Devil brings, and I hate to do this. But maybe what you're seeing is a bad ending anyway. Maybe no matter how happy you try to be, no matter what you do to improve this situation, it's not going to go that way. A lot of it to me feels like there's a very negative mojo in the situation. I feel there's a very almost cyclical kind of, that's it. And that's it. There is a cyclical anger going on in this situation. There is a constant sarcasm, negativity, hatefulness, anger. And that's a situation that is being asked to abandon, to leave it behind and walk towards something that has more satisfaction. You know, this devil person, if it's someone in your home that you're dealing with, if this is the passing or the death of someone that comes on cold and cruel and quick, if it happens out of nowhere, it's almost as if you might be dealing with someone who's an addict, and you see them every day, and you see them drowning every day in a pool of their own misery, yet they wake up every day. So there's that kind of dichotomy where you expect one day that energy just isn't going to wake up, but then they do every day, and you're feeling like, okay, but you're chained to the cycle. You're chained to the cycle of, oh, they're doing it again. Will they or won't they? Oh, they didn't. Okay, they're all right. The situation is all right. But it's a daily pull through that muck that maybe you need to leave behind, because in one way or another, there is an ending here. It's cold, it's cruel, but it's freeing. When we have the Eight of Cups, what we unchain ourselves from here, whatever the vision of walking away from is, this is your vision. It's walking away from it, but what are we walking towards? That's what I want to get to here. Now, your main objective as you pull yourself through the situation here, the Six of Cups and the Seven of Cups. The main objective is to make a choice. Make a choice on how to move forward, although you're confused about the direction. I think you don't know who you're taking forward into the future with you. I think there are some questions around a connection from the past. But that connection from the past kind of feels empty. It kind of feels like you reach out to someone for help, but that hand doesn't come back. And maybe that's what this really is, what reaching out is about. That as you're progressing through this time, when you reach out to someone for help, where is that hand? That hand may not be there when you reach out to it. And that may be kind of a focus of where you're being led to, is where is that hand that you need to hold when you need them. For me, this is saying during a time of trial and maybe even upheaval, absolutely upheaval. You may be waiting for someone to return a call, to return a message, someone who you're desperately reaching out to, but are not returning your requests for contact, maybe. Now, the result. The Temperance card and the Eight of Swords. You know, the Temperance is healing. It's healing and harmony and joy. It's the right chemistry, the right balance, and then we have the Eight of Swords next to it. Being stuck, not being able to move. When the cycles are saying there are things here that you can move away from, the Eight of Swords is saying, but you know what, I'm going to remain stuck in the situation. Are you rejecting the healing, or is this person who you might be reaching out to for help and healing, are they rejecting your plea? Are they locking you out in some way? Is there someone in your life who you're trying to reach out to during a time of need, and your response is not being acknowledged? And you're feeling right here, whether you've reached out or not, there's something here where you're not being acknowledged. Your feelings might not be heard right now, and there feels like there's a little bit of suffering, and you're really kind of suffering at the hands of karma. The message here is patience, reflection, and leave some things behind that you know you can leave behind, that you know you can actually walk away on your own without reaching out. There are solutions there for the things that trouble you. Here, there's a walking away, a solution to walking away from whatever this negative is, but there's confusion as how to get there. And for this period of time, even though the opportunity to heal yourself, to walk away from misery, you're just not there yet. Maybe it's mental thinking that's keeping you blocked up in a place that won't move towards the healing just yet. And again, a lot of this is about a family connection uprooted, an ending of some kind, maybe connected to family, maybe connected to a theft, maybe connected to betrayal. It feels like it's almost like a family drama going on. I almost feel like mommy has her drama and daddy has his, and brother and sister, and everyone has their own dramas going on. And it's a big, ugly pot of soup right now. And I know I'm running long, but I was told to relax and take my time with this. This was a message that somebody needs to get. If you need to reach out to me for more information on this, for a future look, there's always next week, but if I don't get to it